Okay, so now let's talk about another company that does cloning as well. It's Ilca or Silca. I think it was Ilco first that bought out Silca. But basically this is called the RW4 Plus. It's a cloning device. We also use this machine to check if a key has a transponder in it, and we showed that in another video. Super simple. You just throw the key in and you press the read button. I'm escaping. You go down to identification. So it's copy identification. You press enter. It says insert original key. Read it. Reading in progress. It'll tell you the type of chip that's in this. Okay. So we use that for detecting what type of chip it is, or if there's a chip in there. Now, Ilco has a similar thing as Keyline. They have a little manual here that allows you to determine what type of key you need. Same setup, model, year, head, blade, key assembly, lookalike shell, transponder equipment required. Let's go over that. Model is the model of the vehicle. It goes alphabetically, A to Z. So you have Acura, and then it has the corresponding cars that it can actually do, the years. Now this is similar to how Keyline is, and I mentioned this. This is the GTH or GTK head. This is the horseshoe assembly. That's what they call it. And this is the chip. This is the key blade. You insert it together, and you can actually clone with this. I don't use this too often. I just don't like how it's fabricated. It tends to break on the horseshoe area. Doesn't look as good. So we use the not key assembly. We have the keys that are already put together. So the chip and the keys are already put together. And how you know that, it says it reads PT5, meaning that these are clonable. There's not that many PT5s. So we primarily use Keyline, but Ilco is a good backup. They have some really easy ones to use, like the HD106 PT5, HD107 PT5. These are just good, one, because the key is relatively affordable. Plus, they also program really quickly, and you don't need the vehicle to be there. There are other keys that can be programmed, but you have to use the different type of key assembly, the GTK, GTH one, and I don't have those. So let me just go over here to this machine just to show you. I'm not going to do an example. I will do it in other videos, but in a nutshell, you have this machine, and what we do is we basically put the key in, we read it, it reads the key. Actually, let me back out. Okay, so main menu, you turn it on, press local, so it goes to the local machine, you don't need the internet. And then you go to copy. You press enter, you insert the customer's key here, you press read. Once it reads the data from the customer's key, you put in the T5 cloning key. After you've gotten it from the manual, you found out which one it is. All you literally do is you put that in, you press this write button, and it'll take the code and write it onto that T5 cloning key. Once you do that, you're done. It's super quick. You cut the key, and the key is pretty much ready to go. And that's how you do the Ilco ones. There's not that many. There's a few that we do. But it is a good backup, and it's another tool in your arsenal. So we will have examples of this later on in other videos, but in a nutshell, that's how it works. It's relatively simple. You have the reference manual and you have the cloning device.